Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is October 18th, 2024, and Wojciech Szczesny has made it very clear that he did not come out of retirement to be a sub. Also, Deco has spoken about the whole controversy with Luis de la Fuente and not resting Lamine Yamal. And finally, Lionel Messi still holds FC Barcelona in his heart. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before I begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure to hit the Goal Kits, Kickback, or Fanatics. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure to bet us. All links are down below in the description. Now, I begin with the news that Wojciech Szczesny, Barcelona's newest signing, has declared in a recent interview that he did not come out of retirement to be on the bench, that he's here to play. Now, this is what Wojciech Szczesny said about his readiness. Yes, I've prepared these 2 weeks to be ready. Whether I play or not is the coach's decision, which I must respect. But I train to play in the match, and mentally, I'm already prepared. So Wojciech Szczesny making it very clear he did not come here to sit on the bench. He came here to play matches, and that he's physically and mentally ready for it. And of course, as reported in yesterday's video, it's been declared that Wojciech Szczesny is 100% fit now to play matches. So he is available, and we're gonna have to wait and see who will pick tomorrow, the day after tomorrow against Sevilla, whether it's gonna be Iñaki Peña or Wojciech Szczesny. Now, Szczesny also talked about his adaptation to the team, and this is what the Barcelona goalkeepers had. These are being very nice days. Indeed, the first days were tough from a physical point of view, especially for goalkeepers who work alone, and it's not very fun. But this week, when I joined the group, it has been very fun and stimulating because you play matches and joke around with your teammates. So Szczesny saying that his adaptation is going pretty well, especially as of late where he joined the group trainings, because now he's getting to play with his teammates, getting to know them, joke around, etc. Because at the beginning, of course, it was tough because he arrived at a new club and he was also training on his own. But that all has changed this last week, and that he is very happy. Now, Szczesny ended the interview by talking about his goals and challenges here at Barcelona. And this is what the Polish goalkeeper had to say. In the end, all matches are a test because championships aren't won or lost in a single game. We're facing two top teams in Europe, but Barca is also a top team at the continental level. It will be a good challenge, but the most important thing is the victories because they favor good relationship within the squad and give you an advantage in the standings. And that's why these will be important matches. So Wojciech Szczesny, of course, looking forward to the challenges with Barcelona and all the upcoming matches, especially the ones against Bayern and Real Madrid. And of course, I am curious to hear you guys' thoughts. Who do you think Flick will start during these upcoming matches? Sevilla, Bayern, and Real Madrid. Do you think it'll be Szczesny? Do you think it'll be Iñaki Peña? Do you think it'll be a combination of both? Let me know down below in the comment section. Now let's talk about Deco, because the Barcelona sporting director has spoken about the whole controversy of Luis de la Fuente not resting Lamine Yamal, and as such, Lamine Yamal getting injured. Of course, I did make a video about that. If you haven't seen it, check out the channel. But this is what Deco had to say about the Spanish national team's coach. The problem is not in de la Fuente. He does his job. He is the coach and he tries to call up the best players. Something has to be done with the calendar. All national team matches are official. Before, there were not so many. It is clear that young players are subject to many matches. Too much. Also Gabi or Pedri, but not only ours. It seems that we are risking our lives in every game. We have to take care of Lamine. He is still in the process of training, but if we individualize, we will be unfair to the others. So Deco thinks that it's not Luis de la Fuente's fault, that it's the calendar. And to that I say it's really both. I mean, yes, the calendar is a problem. Something should be done about it. But while something is being done about the calendar, coaches should still be responsible enough to rotate their players and that includes Luis de la Fuente when he has Lamine Yamal under his care. Now, speaking of Lamine Yamal, Deco also talked about the comparisons of people comparing Lamine Yamal to Lionel Messi, and this is what the Barcelona sporting director had to say. There will always be comparisons because football is passion and idolatry, and we cannot ask the opposite of people, but everything in its time. Lamine is writing his own story. Leo, Johan, Iniesta, or Ronaldinho had their moment. He has everything to be a benchmark for this club, and it is wonderful to have him at home, to be able to take care of him and appreciate him. He has not been lucky enough to grow up in a team that was winning like Messi, but he is being part of a renewal process. So Deco saying that Lamine Yamal has what it takes to be, another legend, just like Iniesta, Messi, Ronaldinho, Johan Cruyff, etc. But also cautioning against the comparisons because he's saying, Lamine Yamal is his own player. He's going to write his own story just like all these other legends did. And I have to say, I agree 100% with this statement. But of course, it's football. People cannot help it. But I do agree that we should not compare Lamine to Messi or any player to Messi because every player is their own player. And every player should have the chance to write their own story. Now, speaking of Messi, Deco did reminisce about the time that he was subbed out and Messi took his place, of course. On October 16th, marked 20 years since the debut of Lionel Messi with the Barcelona first team. And of course, it was Deco who was subbed out to allow Lionel Messi to come in and begin a new chapter in sports, really, in history of sports, not just football, because Messi is amongst the greatest athletes in the history of all the sports. And Deco talked about this moment saying the following: "There are players who are touched by God. And you see this from the beginning. It's something different. We made a lot of jokes with Ronnie." Of course, that's Ronaldinho. "We told him that he would be Barca's number 10 and that we would be watching him from the outside. We knew that he had the capacity to be something very big, but imagining everything he would do was impossible. Technically, Ronaldinho is the best player I've ever seen in the ability to compete and generate danger. However, I have never seen one like Messi. It is something that cannot be explained. It's something different, which doesn't happen many times." So Deco reminiscing on that time where he was subbed out to allow Messi to come in and saying that from the first moment, he knew that Messi would be one of the greatest, if not the greatest. But of course, he did not know how far Messi would get because, let's be honest, none of us could imagine what Messi would go on and accomplish that. And Deco saying that, given how talented Messi is, everybody knew right away that he would be a great. Now, speaking of Lionel Messi, the GOAT was present at an award ceremony held by Marca, where he was given an award for being the most decorated athlete in football, having won 46 trophies. Of course, no one has won more trophies than Messi. And at this award ceremony, Messi talked about FC Barcelona, and this is what the Barcelona legend had to say: "When we started, I was lucky enough to win many titles at the club of my life, which is Barcelona. Winning titles at PSG too, coming here and winning titles. The truth is that I can't ask for more, but we are close to being able to win another one, and the goal is to try as always. They are the two houses that represent me," talking about Argentina and Catalonia, "where we were happy and where we are happy with my family. Today we're in a place where we are also very happy, where we are enjoying the city, the club, the new people, very much." So Lionel Messi still referring to FC Barcelona as the club of his life, and of course referring to Argentina and Catalonia as his homes where he was very happy with his family. And man, I have to say, I really wish that Messi could come back and get the proper goodbye that he deserves, because even today and even after everything that has happened, Messi still views Barcelona as a club of his life and as his home. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I did do the podcast earlier today. Make sure to check it out. Lots of news in there. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. And as always, peace, Barca.